Not like anyone hasn't heard it before, so we're okay.
All right. Yeah, it's hard to fuck that up.
Giants Nation, what's up? Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew podcast. My name is Dylan, your host and founder of the Big Blue Wrecking Crew YouTube channel. You can find this podcast on that channel, or you can listen in on the Big Blue Wrecking Crew station on iTunes. Either way, you'll be led straight to us. And when I say us, yes, I am joined today, and for many more podcasts to come, with a man who has been a New York Giants fan since the early 1990s, and whom I've been lucky enough to celebrate 2 Super Bowl victories with. He is also my older brother. I welcome you, future law graduate in the class of 2020 from the University of Southern California, Justin Green.
Wow, quite the intro. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah. Hopefully I'm coming up clear here. Nice of you to join me, or me join you. Either way, we do this every single day. We talk to each other anyway, so might as well record us doing it.
Justin, you mentioned something to me the other day. It's actually laughable. You said that the ESPN NFL Power Rankings have the Giants ranked 30th heading into the 2019 season.
Yeah, I don't know who the writer was. I mean, it's was, not is in my eyes, because I'm not even going to read another article by him ever again. But, you know, he had us 30, and, you know, the over at top, it was your usual suspects. I wish I could bring it up. But it was like, you know, your New England Patriots, Kansas City Chiefs, that kind of stuff. But I was like, all right, let's see where the Giants are. I'm scrolling down. I'm like, all right, maybe, you know, in my head, I thought a fair number for us, quite honestly, probably like 17, 16.
17. You know, we're going to win our bye week. We're going to win all 17 games.
Dude, imagine. I mean, I'm going in with realistic expectations here. Do I think the Giants can make the playoffs? You know, I can see your prediction, 10-6, coming true. I think more likely scenario, and unfortunate, 7-9 with a, you know, 10-11 draft pick, maybe a little bit higher than that. So that's my personal prediction. And I also think Eli may be benched week 13, 14.
13. Coming off the bye week. We have our bye week, week 11. A lot of people have Daniel Jones potentially starting week 12 against the Chicago Bears defense. At that point, a lot of people have us out of playoff contention. So, me personally, I would be surprised if we were doing that bad, considering our strength of schedule. The Giants have the 5th easiest schedule in the National Football League, which is why that article you were bringing up to me, I just found super unrealistic with the schedule we have. There's no way we're going to be 30th. You're telling me we're going to get the 3rd overall pick with that schedule? Yeah, we lost Odell Beckham Jr., sure, but I don't think us losing him is going to turn us into a 3-13 team with that schedule.
No. I kind of like the trade. I mean, at first I was like, you know, I was shocked more than anything. Didn't know how to take it. But yeah, the guys, you know, maybe he'll work out in Cleveland. I think maybe Cleveland has some more, you know, younger leaders. Well, I mean, Saquon, he's younger than what Beckham is, and I saw him over there cooling him down one game.
Saquon Barkley is the leader of our offense, in my opinion.
Saquon has like a 40-year-old attitude. Love the kid. But yeah, maybe Odell will do better over there in Cleveland with, you know, that Baker Mayfield and, you know, being back with his buddy over, you know, from LSU. They can have a whole little pow-pow over there and have fun together. And they might win some games. But as far as, you know, what the Giants are and, you know, the kind of team that's set up over there, that kind of personality just probably didn't mesh too well in the locker room.
No, it didn't. And even when Odell Beckham was playing with us, he was there for 5 seasons. Yeah, great individual player, but it's not like he was such a team player where we made the playoffs consistently. 1 playoff appearance in 5 seasons that Odell Beckham was with us. So
We
it's
know
a
we know
loss.
how he performed in that game.
Yeah, the one time we did make the playoffs, Odell Beckham was irrelevant. He was
He was
relevant. The
throwing flames that
playoff
game.
Eli showed up just
Oh
like how
yeah,
he always does.
he was dropping dimes. I remember that. Just the way he was throwing the ball. There was a lot of drops that game. But at the beginning, I was like, all right, these receivers are young. They're nervous. But dude, they kept on dropping. It was just a bad game.
Horrible game. And that was a game that I'm not saying we should have won, but it shouldn't have been the way it turned out. I think we lost that game like 35-14 against the Packers. Something horrible like that.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, here we are.
but-
Sorry for even bringing that up, thinking like a Cowboys fan or something. Hey, remember back in '95 beating the Steelers, the Super Bowl?
yeah, yeah, no. We're not
Yeah,
we're
it's
not like
this
those
year.
Cowboys
It's all
fans.
about this year. No, I mean, like I think the range is maybe like 7-9 to 10-6.
All right, so you got us, 6-7 win season. I have us going 10-6. That's the confidence I have. I gotta, I'm always like that. I got a mindset every year that the Giants are gonna make the playoffs. That's just how I am. I don't know, but all right,
See if we have some plays going our way. I know. Hey, one play and it could be your season, or you could get into the Super Bowl, or we know how it worked last year too with all those controversial plays. But hey, now you can challenge those PIs and stuff like that.
we could thank the New Orleans Saints for that. It's something it's a rule that should have been added in the NFL a long time ago.
I don't know how I feel about it. What do you think? Well, obviously you like it.
No, I love it. I love it. There's going to be no more games where, there's going to be pass interferences that are not called or that are called. That's going to be the deciding factor of winning and losing games for teams. So I think the ability to look at instant replays is going to be a huge benefit in the NFL, and I think it's gonna be a really good thing. I think
Here's the
so.
thing. I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day. It just seems. I guess I don't understand how it's gonna work. It's new to me, so all that change is hard to take in. But all right, so you have a guy. You're thinking, there's 2 minutes on the clock, 2 minute drill, and I'm really curious how the offense side works. So, you say offensive guy goes and your quarterback throws a 30-yard bomb and he misses it or something. But all right, so the challenge flag comes in, and the coach thinks that all right, possibly maybe the ref can see some sort of hold by a cornerback 5 yards down the field. I mean, does he have to specify like, all right, hey, there was a hold there at the 23-yard line I saw, and then the ref goes under the booth or with the Microsoft Surface, whatever the hell they're doing now, and he thinks does the ref have to look and the reviewing official just check that out?
Yeah. No, it's gonna be.
All right, I'm sorry, but I mean,
No, you're right. No, it's gonna be very interesting to see, how it's gonna play out for the first season, especially.
dude, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, all right, so can the official also go and look at the whole entire play and even be like, hey, actually, yeah, there wasn't a pass interference, but number 72 was held because the offensive line grabbed him or whatever, and so therefore it changes it completely or something, like
Yeah. No. Okay. Because I see where you're going. Yeah. That's if they're gonna be able to identify additional penalties on that play from watching the replay.
Yeah, and that's an extreme kind of thing, but let's just say, all right, I don't think they should be able to do that, but let's just say,
I don't
for
either.
example,
I don't either.
Let's say you have 2 receivers running down and you throw the challenge flag for one receiver, and the guy didn't hold receiver number 87, but actually he did hold 82. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, man,
That's
it's
super.
weird.
That's a really good dude. I never thought of it that way. That's gonna be really interesting. I don't know how they're gonna enforce it, how they're gonna review it, if all those factors are gonna come into play. I guess we'll find out soon. I mean, we got 4 more months, and we'll see how they're gonna call it. How they're gonna go, how in depth they're gonna go into the play. If they're just gonna focus on the pass interference call, or like you're saying, if they're gonna focus on other penalties, maybe not on that player, but other players in that play. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a really cool thing to see how they handle it.
Something new.
Um, Now, aside from that, let's get back to let's talk about our rookies. Let me ask you first. Lots of controversy with the Giants draft this year. Let me ask you, how do you feel overall about the way we drafted?
Um,
Let's focus on the first round. Let's just talk about the 3 players we took from the first round.
all right, so yeah, Josh Allen, that was hard to pass up on for me.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
Number 6 in there.
we talked to each other right after it happened. We both were. I think it was in the moment, but we were upset.
Oakland taking a weird pick, and then I'm just like, son of a bitch. Either we get Josh Allen or some other stud. I mean, it was just no matter what, it was kind of hard to. I was gonna drop an F bomb. I don't know if we're here, what kind of audience we have, but it's hard to F that up, in my opinion.
Hey, we're allowed to swear. I think we got our audience is. I don't think there should be any age restriction here. I think everyone's okay with it.
Maybe like
Yeah, keep it at a minimum.
Maybe
I think
2
everyone's.
F-bombs a podcast.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not like anyone hasn't heard it before, so we're okay.
All right. Yeah, it's hard to fuck that up. And I think the Giants did picking Daniel Jones. Why? Because he would have been there at 17. And Redskins GM, Gettleman is here like, oh, there's so many teams who are gonna pick Daniel Jones, bro. Who the fuck was gonna pick Daniel Jones? All right, that's my 2
Daniel Jones.
That's my 2.
No, yeah, no one was picking Daniel Jones. He would have been there at 17.
Josh Allen and Daniel Jones, but
yeah, we could have got Jones at 17. There's no doubt in my mind we would have gotten DJ at 17.
Even
but
17 would have been like, man, probably should have waited till the second round.
Here's the thing, though. I know the Giants made up their decision a long time ago before the draft even happened. I know, again, Gettleman brought up after the draft that he fell in love with Daniel Jones after the Senior Bowl. He said he saw a professional quarterback at the Senior Bowl.
Who were they playing?
It's kind of like a Pro Bowl type game, the Senior Bowl. Daniel Jones is mixed in with players across the country. So there's different teams, different talent around them. It's not just Duke going up against another team. It's kind of like a
people trying that.
That's a good point. I don't know if all the players were going 100%. To me, I watched the highlights. I watched Daniel Jones's highlights, and it seemed like they were trying harder than what the NFL players try in the Pro Bowl. That's not saying a lot because it looks like the NFL Pro Bowlers go like 20% out there. But anyways, I'm just saying Gettleman made his decision before the draft, long before the draft even happened, and there was nobody that can change his mind. He knew Daniel Jones was our guy, and he knew that we were going to take him at 6, regardless of the drama he was trying to cause. He knew what he was doing. He knew.
Yeah, I remember him just the way he went. And it was the last interview, day of the draft, and they go up. Interviewer goes up to him. Hey, what's your game plan? Yada yada. He's like, I'm gonna get 2 starters in the first round.
Yeah. Gettleman did a fantastic job. Saying on.
Yeah, the son of a gun did it.
Yeah, he did. Fantastic job staying under the radar the way he did. I mean, no one knew what he was going to do.
Yeah, I mean, that corner, what's his name?
DeAndre Baker is someone I really wanted to talk about.
Baker.
I think that was a great trade we made with the Seattle Seahawks. Baker was the best corner. He was the first corner taken off the board, and we got him. Fantastic move. Great move. I think...
there's been a spot, a little piece of the puzzle missing, I think, since DRC left.
Absolutely, dude. Baker...
Apple,
Yeah, Apple's garbage, man. Let's face it. Well, at least with us. He actually played much better with the Saints for whatever reason. But with us, he was garbage.
Yeah. No, well, he like didn't kind of try to take over DRC for a little bit once he left, like that. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, no, this kid, like you said, first corner taken off the board, so high expectations.
Oh, extremely high expectations. Dude, the Giants they're already seeing DeAndre Baker as their number 2 corner, and Janoris Jenkins. He's been killing it. Dude, he has been killing it in minicamp, dude. He's making veteran-type plays.
Hopefully he kind of puts Jackrabbit on his toes, too, because he's been playing like shit.
Jackrabbit, he needs a bounce-back season.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's maybe motivation problems with the team, the coaching staff problem. I don't know what. But Jackrabbit, he is not... Look, he's getting older, but I still feel like he can play at a high level like he's had in the past. And, maybe DeAndre Baker, it lights a cracker up his ass, and maybe he'll have a better season.
That's what he needs. But sorry to interrupt, as you were saying. He's been tearing it up, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's just making great reads in practice, veteran-type plays. And I definitely see DeAndre Baker being, I'm not going to say a lockdown corner his first season, but I think he can do a solid job defending top-tier wide receivers. I do. I think I'll be able to trust him. But like I said, we'll see.
Yeah, arguably,
it's a bold statement.
It's the most skill-based position, and I don't know. I cannot think maybe not even arguably.
Go on. It's without a doubt because you can't touch a wide receiver, or else you get a flag called on you.
God, man, you have to be your everything. Those knees to be able to switch positions too. Ankles, of course. That's just hard on everything. You got to work. That's like constant. And I can see, if that's what Jackrabbit, he was kind of like wanting to take an off season. Like, God, that seems like such a demanding position. Cardio and shit too.
No, it is. You got to keep up with these wide receivers who run, 4.3, 4.4s. Yeah. It's a very tough position to play, and especially when you can hardly touch the player without getting a flag on you. But maybe that'll change with the new rule of being able to challenge those calls. And then so let's take it back to our number 17 pick, Dexter Lawrence, big boy.
Yeah.
Gonna be playing defensive tackle for us.
Snacks, man. That was a good move now, just thinking about it, because, Harrison required a lot of money, to be honest. And, hey, why not just replace him with another fucking him? Maybe, he's probably bigger, though, right?
Dexter Lawrence, I believe, is 340 pounds, 345. He's, I think he was the biggest player in the draft, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least the biggest player in the draft actually drafted.
Yeah. In history?
In NFL history, there's no bigger player than Dexter Lawrence drafted. I think he's going to be an instant difference maker onto the field. I think he's gonna just gobble up running plays, and I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a sacking machine, but stopping the run, I think that kid's gonna be great. Oh, yeah. Very talented. He's got a great attitude, and it's something that it's something that we needed.
Well, dude, especially we play in the East against Dallas, so it'll come in handy if Zeke tries to run up the middle or something, and you have that guy there waiting for him. You need that playing in the East.
Absolutely, dude. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys have had the best offensive line in football for the past, it seems like, 4 or 5 years.
Not looking to lose twice a year against Dallas for the next fucking 5 years, how it's already been.
No, yeah, for some reason, and I said in my prediction video, we can't beat Dallas week 1. I don't know what it is.
Dude,
we've lost.
Why is it every single year too? It's like, all right, let's just do it until they beat them.
Yeah, I think we've lost the past 3 or 4 in a row against Dallas opening week.
It's become like a tradition, Giants Cowboys opening week.
I don't have a problem with it, but
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I love it too, because it's like, wow, what a first game.
Yeah, exactly. I had us losing week 1 against Dallas, but then splitting the series with him later in the year. I think we play him, week 9 again, or somewhere in the mid tier during the season.
I think we're gonna win that game week 1, and I don't know about we'll see how the story goes the rest of the season, but I think we'll take week 1, bro. God, Saquon versus Zeke too. It's so awesome.
Dude, if we take week 1, we're gonna start off the season 4-0. Because we got Buffalo week 2, and we got Tampa Bay week 3.
Dude, imagine just Josh Allen like tears us apart.
You know what? Josh Allen's a great quarterback. I don't care what anybody says, dude. He really started to turn up at the end of last season. The kid can run. He showed that he can throw. He's getting more talent around him. Wide receivers to throw to.
I mean, come on, it's very rare that a quarterback goes in as a rookie and tears it up. Peyton Manning made a joke to like all the rookies attending his academy, like, "Hey, I want you guys to go out there and break my record. It's my rookie season record." I think he said the number was 28 picks in a single rookie season.
28 picks, my God.
Dude, yeah. Imagine if we were just judging him based on that 1 year. Wow, Peyton Manning, who's this guy? Yeah, should have went with Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, we won't get into that, dude. I mean, you can't judge a quarterback off of one season. I'm sorry, you can't do it. You got to give him more time. Unless you're Ryan Leaf, because Ryan Leaf, his first season, if you look at his numbers,
Marcus Russell, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if it's absolutely just horrific numbers, but if you're having numbers like similar to what Josh Rosen had last season, right? You know, he had like I think 3 more interceptions than what he had touchdowns. Look, that's just a bad, it's not a horrific season.
Under the Cardinals, like getting sacked one every 3 plays, you draw back.
Yeah, Rosen was the most sacked quarterback in the NFL, and he didn't come into like week 2 or 3 or something like that. So
that was jacked what they did to him over there.
Yeah, I hope the kid actually succeeds in Miami. I really like.
Yeah,
Josh
I hope
Rosen,
he's level-headed there too, understands his position. It's a brand new team playing in Miami. God, it's one of the best cities to play in. No state tax too, and you're there by the beach. God, he's got it made over there. I mean, yeah, you're in Dan Marino's footsteps a little bit, but
I know, man.
Other than no one's expecting that. And if he happens to get 1 Super Bowl, shit, that's more than what Dan Marino did.
Dude, that's all he needs. Even a Super Bowl appearance, dude. Miami would be thrilled. I think Miami would be thrilled just to make the playoffs at this point.
Oh yeah, and hey, Brady's going out, and that whole division now is going to be 3 of those guys: Sam Darnold, Jets, versus now Josh Rosen, Dolphins, Josh Allen, Bills. I'm going to really keep my eye on that division.
That's going to be interesting.
10, 15 years.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's going to be interesting the next 10, 12, 15 years.
And who knows what Pats do? What happens, who is going to replace Tom Brady? It's going to happen pretty soon.
Well,
if they get a rookie stud too, or, I don't know, knowing Bill, he'll just pick up another rando.
No, well, if you take a look at their draft, dude, they drafted a quarterback this year. Right. They drafted...
It was pretty deep too, right?
They drafted that kid... Yeah, dude, they drafted that kid from Auburn. I'm trying to remember his name. They drafted him, like you said, it was very late. Jarrett Stidham, quarterback from Auburn. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, who knows? I mean, hey, we were talking about it a while back. It's not the worst thing in the world to spend 2 years behind the greatest quarterback of all time. So
he's honestly he's probably in one of the best positions out of all the rookie quarterbacks drafted.
Yeah, right. He's just sitting there. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Him and Daniel Jones are sitting in very, very good situations. Now, Dwayne Haskins, Kyler Murray, man, is 5'9". He takes one big shot from Aaron Donald. The kid's gonna get smashed, dude. He's gonna play against that Rams defense twice a year. One big shot, man. That's all it takes. For a man of his size, he's got to be careful, dude. But anyways, I think we should probably end it here. We're coming up on the 25-minute mark.
Quick 25.
It was. I mean, that's how it goes, dude. I mean, whenever you're talking football, time flies.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's building up now. I mean, I know we're only in May, but all right, get through OTAs and all that jazz. Unless you're Le'Veon Bell, you're sitting at home. But hey, I think he's earned that right too.
That's another segment we could talk about, man. Le'Veon Bell, it's absolutely ridiculous what he's doing. But we'll get into that in another segment.
It's arguable, but yeah. Hey, thanks for having me on. Nice episode 1. Hey, if you guys dig it, like you said, I don't know, all the little plugs or whatever.
Yeah, once again, you guys can listen in. Big Blue Wrecking Crew on YouTube or on iTunes. Big Blue Wrecking Crew station.
Or didn't you have like another, like a Twitter plug or something?
I do have a Twitter plug of my personal Twitter. I do need to set up a Twitter for this podcast. Maybe I'll make a separate Twitter for our YouTube and podcast.
Yeah, just get out. Maybe just, spread the love there for all the Giants fans. Come check us out. And if you're not a Giants fan, it's cool. We're not biased. Well, at least I'm not. I have a 7 and 9. But yeah.
I mean, I might be biased a little bit, but at least one was his name. Anyways, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you on the next episode. Big Blue Wrecking Crew. Peace out.